You already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Miami Dolphins. This will be taken short. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He's got a man, complete.
Jackson's pass.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
First down, Dolphins.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Parker unable to get that one. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first.
Alert 3. Check 3. Check. Recon. 132 fighter. Slam. Shit.
Bell. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They're going to go for it now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the first down at the 1-yard line, though.
Check nickel. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. 49.
And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. One interception. It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
And all the way to the opposite 45. It's a big play there for Miami. 54 yards. Jackson on first down. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Jackson now. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there.
Kill. Hey, turn it up. Hatchet.
Here's Jackson on third and long. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. He was looking for Parker that time. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
Second and 11 at the 22-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Rock it. Ready?
They'll try the right side with Bell. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's first and 10.
Ready?
After the penalty, it's Bell. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal.
And that's one of the reasons we like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal.
Pull it high. 5.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They get only a yard there. Now it's third and goal.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing third down. Now a man who really came on late last year, it's Damian Williams. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a fourth and goal. Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now, fourth and goal from the 2. He may try and run for this, and he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They're turned away on fourth and goal, and the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. Now Jackson back into his end zone. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken very short. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick six. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quinnen Williams racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Throwing on second and long. Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Now Jackson throwing on third and long. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Matthias Farley. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Now a first down carry by Bell. And Le'Veon Bell, kiss him goodbye. And all the way in, touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken about the 12. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Willis in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Kill, turn up. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Take off.
To throw is Jackson. And his throw is incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Move. We got 4. We got 4. 57's Mike. Mike 57. I'm going to come back to you. Tighten up, tighten up. Go, go. SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS. Wide, get wide. Big Ed. Check 37. 6 guys, check 6 guys. Hustle.
And that'll set them back 5. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Check 13. No. Undercrush. Back. Off. Hey, check this.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
18, David. Christian, Travis. You got tight right there. Kill. Whip. Hustle, hit it.
They'll run on 1st down. Bell. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 13-yard line.
70, Indy. Like the 59. Yeah, that's what I do. Go. Check. Look at me. Go. Check 3. Check 43. Watch the safety. Look. Let's go.
On 2nd down, it's Bell, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
That's it, baby. We got to work.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Check 3.
Now they'll try to sweep with Bell. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Set, ready? 8, read. 59. You got nothing to that.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Get ready.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. They'll give this to Bell running right. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell, and that makes the score 21-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Bound to lose one. Out.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Terrell Basham make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Jackson throwing on 3rd and long. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
He's checking crap. Shoot! Under 10.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quentin Williams, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Jackson throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and a mile. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
Hey, check Mike, 39.
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. On 1st down, Bell. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Ready, break. Check, 59. They can't hang with us.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphins shaking up on the play.
Here we go.
While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Watch QB drop. Kill. Hey, watch it. Alert 3. Check 3.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Le'Veon Bell on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jets will extend their lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Jackson looking deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Watch the slants. Watch the slant. Hey, check Mike 39. Hayward. 39.
From the gun, Jackson. And it's caught by Parker. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jackson will throw again. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Yo, Cheetah. Get it. Watch the shift. Watch the shift. Hey, watch the shift. Watch the shift.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Let's go.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Stop here, D. Check 52.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to air one out for Anderson. That is caught by Anderson for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson, touchdown number 15 of the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Boswell for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Willis in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him.
Safety's creeping.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, and my goodness, another interception. Marcus May with a pick. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Hey, zoom.
59 Mike, 59 Mike. Check, 59.
Look at me. Zipper.
Off play action, it's Minshew. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Raekwon McMillan
Let's go.
came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Mike 59. Mike.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Leo. Secret.
So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. He's going to air one out for Anderson. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point put through by Boswell. Around the NFL, 2nd quarter in Atlanta, and really pouring it on now with the Falcons. I would definitely imagine we'll hear more from that game as we go along. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
On 2nd and 10, Jackson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Hey, let's get them home. Hey, chill. They gonna need some therapy after this.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jackson throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hernandez. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down.
Check. Lucky. Squeeze. Ship. Wahoo. Yo.
They're going to try and throw. It's caught by Davis. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the 2nd half. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Down.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
80 weapon. Check. Hey, Sam off. Kill. Switch. Rock it. Ready.
Again, it's Bell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving.
Blue draw Corkers. Look at me. Door. Go.
They'll run on first down. It's Bell, and he's across midfield and into Miami territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
I know every time we watch Le'Veon Bell play, we think about him making people miss the hesitation move. But you remember, he came out of Michigan State as a bruiser and a thumper, and he still has those capabilities.
At 225 pounds, an underrated part of his game. They give it to Williams, running right. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. He's going to air one out for him. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson, 47 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken short. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Willis in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year.
Mike's 54. Here we go. Check.
To try again after the sack. Jackson, his throw incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, struggles continue. Open targets, and he keeps missing them, pressing way too much. He may have a big arm, but until he learns how to harness it and have some touch, he's going to continue to struggle.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Slam.
Jackson from the shotgun. And now here is another interception. Marcus May with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 46.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike.
To throw is Jackson. Throwing after the interception. Going for the deep ball. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 18. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Twist. No. Off. Yo. Go.
On 2nd down, Minshew. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Minshew throwing on 3rd down. Gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the 1st down right near the 24. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Fielded at the 33. So not just running into the punter, but roughing the punter.
And I'm struggling with this one. You know, you're watching it, partner. Is it more the first rather than the latter? This is a tough one. Almost feels like he felt like he had to call it on that play.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Chris Jones, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
You go tight. You got tight.
Here's Minshew. Caught here by Bell. He finds an opening past the 40. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Airing one out for Crowder. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, switch gears. 52 is the mic right here, over there, right? 52 is the mic. I got it. Check 3.
Hey.
Check 43.
Now.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. He's going to air one out for Anderson. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson, 48 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point put through by Boswell, and that will extend this big lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over it.
And now here is another interception. Marcus May with a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They'll go again with Bell. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Ready. 60 or. Hey, lock it.
Check 26, check
Recon, 132 fighter. You're out.
We got double up.
Leo. Fight.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. After the interception, here's Jackson. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Jackson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The safety Jamal Adams able to break that one up. This is 3rd and goal. Still looking for the first points of the game. From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Let's pick it up. It's Aaron Short. Let's get off the field.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And it is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Jets are going to get the football back. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So it's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we can get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Absolutely. At this stage in the second half, to get there and not get it for the first time, tough. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
Right there.
Let's go now. 18 Gator.
59 mic. Check. 59.
You ain't protein spill. Gone.
Shoot.
Shoot.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that's caught inside the 35. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 55 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out.
Now Bell hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. Dolphins. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback in the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. On second down, Williams. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Coming to you. Check three, check three, check three. Slam, slam, slam.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. Yeah, this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
A good pickup there, 22. To throw is Jackson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Throwing is Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hernandez. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. On 3rd down, Jackson. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 20. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Brandon Copeland just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. After the sack on 1st down, Jackson, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Jackson now. And my goodness, another interception. Marcus May with a pick. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. What did you see on that one? Rookie mistake or just good defense?
It was a combo plate, but the rookie quarterback, he'll take it all on his shoulders, and the frustration level is evident. You can see it with him. You know, if that's a veteran quarterback, he walks off like he just threw a touchdown pass because he doesn't want to show that to the defense. The young guys, they take it more to heart. It's on their sleeve a little bit. He'll learn as he goes along how to hide his emotions.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. 10, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. Often you talk about the three phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a second down. Throwing again on second down. Jackson got his man complete over the middle. It's Hernandez. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Win championships, baby.
Jackson on first down. That's going to be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, and that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the
about
virtual
it.
guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Hey, here we go. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Check Mike, check Mike.
Oh, try.
Mike's 57. 57's Mike.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They can't stop us, baby. Every time there's a set.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Jets, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, it's unfortunately more of the same as they'll fall to 3-10 on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the